You're listening to The Hang with Mike Manson Waters and Matt Spice Floyd.
A lot of hype. A lot of hype.
A lot of hype.
I need a drink.
I know, right?
I need a drink.
Right.
I had some drinks last night, too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Drinking a lot lately.
Uh-oh.
Trying to cut back a little.
I am too, actually.
Not working out too good for me.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you get bored and then you're going, let me just have
a couple
little,
pops.
Yeah, and then I try to experiment with stuff, and it's like, that's kind of interesting. All right,
It's tasty.
let me add some rosemary in this. See what it does then.
Doing a cocktail at his house.
I know, right? Yeah, I'm doing flair.
Yeah, I don't think alcohol's good for you. I don't think it's.
There's no way. There's no way.
I'm pretty sure it's bad for you.
I'm pretty sure too.
And so I'd like to keep it to a couple times a week. But boy, I think if I was retired, whew.
You'd be off the rails.
I mean, every night is like Saturday night. How do you avoid just going, well, tonight I might as well have some drinks and smoke? And
Well, okay, first, hi, Mike.
hello, Matt.
Been a couple weeks.
Been a couple weeks. Welcome to the Hang.
Okay, yes. Secondly, while we're talking about this, question. What do they do in nursing homes? Do they have bars in nursing homes? Like if you're living in a nursing home, right? Like that is your house. Do they have, I mean, the only nursing home I've been to was like my grandpa was in like the dementia unit. So they
Yeah.
weren't serving cocktails in that area.
No.
But I'm curious, you know, could you have a mini bar set up in your room? Like how does that work?
That's a good question. Because I think legally, if you own the place, you can say no alcohol.
But it's your home. But you don't own the place. If you're in like an assisted living facility,
I'm saying the assisted, they own it.
right?
They,
Okay,
so
yeah,
they
yeah,
should
we're
be
on
able
the
to.
same page.
So they should be able to say no alcohol.
But what a dick
Do
move.
they? And it seems like it could be a real pain in the ass trying to deal with drunk old people.
Or it could be really awesome. Or the old people know how to handle their shit, and they're going, look, kid, I've been doing this for 80 years. Don't worry about me. Yeah, I've got this. But I mean, wouldn't that make like an assisted living facility a lot more awesome or fun or dangerous? I don't know. Probably all of the above.
I don't know if you're allowed. Maybe you are allowed.
That's going to be on my
don't know.
checklist. I think if I gotta go to an assisted living facility, I'm gonna, I think, look around for one that allows a little effery.
I think the older you get, the less you want to drink.
Okay.
If you're like in 70s and stuff, I think it hits you harder. Like when you wake up the next day, you know, you normally hurt.
What? You wake up the next day whenever you feel like waking up.
That's true.
Okay.
Which is at 5 in the morning because you're 73 years
That's
old.
true. And your circadian rhythm is way off.
Yeah.
Okay. Crank it up a notch. What about medical marijuana? I mean, it's legal, right? In certain places, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Let's say you're 70, you got your medical card. I mean, you know, what's to prevent, like, it's legal. I don't know.
But they rule, like, you know, it's legal to have a pet, but your apartment can say no pets.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know whether they can just say no alcohol.
God,
Sorry,
could you imagine
sorry, Granny. And
how awesome the
gotta be-
assisted living facility would be if they just had marijuana and alcohol just strung about, and you had the little mini bars, you had a little marijuana bar there for some folks. If you wanted to partake, this is the area you go.
It'd be like the Margaritaville of nursing homes.
Yes.
See, that's an idea. That's like for real old people.
I mean,
It's still something that we might want to do. You know, have a little fun, kick back a little.
I mean, around here, you've got the Villages, which is not terribly far. And I mean, you know, I've seen the videos of them partying up there, but it looks like they all have like their separate residences and apartments or whatever, condos. But God, could you imagine all those people just under one roof and you've got people supervising you. But if they were just loosen up the leash a little bit, I don't know, it'd be fun. Just a thought.
Or when you get to be 80 years old, the only people that still drinking are alcoholics. Because everybody else is like, oh, I'm over that shit. Oh,
Okay,
drinking.
but there are 80-year-old alcoholics out there. So what are they doing?
Or do they? Do you last that long if you're an alcoholic?
That's fair too.
I don't know. I don't know any of the questions that we're bringing up today. I have no answers.
We have no answers. We're just pondering life.
Oh, have you been? I meant to ask you. Have you been doing any betting on your phone for football? Are you still doing it?
Yeah. I bet.
Are you winning? Are you winning?
I've only bet the football. I think I only bet 1 or 2 games so far. I bet the Bucks because it was like plus 275 over the weekend. I was like, all right, let him Baker. All right, let's give it a go.
You looked good. You looked good the first week.
Yep. And the bet I regret not doing was the Bengals and whoever they played. I can't remember. Chiefs. Yeah, I think I probably should have bet that one. But either way, I only won like $20 or something. It's not.
So you're up.
Overall,
you're up.
As of this moment, yes. Give it a week, and then I'll be depositing more money in the account. What about you?
No, I don't bet. I do.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were the moral authority all of a sudden.
I didn't mean to insinuate that it was bad. So it was a very condescending tone, wasn't it? I don't bet.
After you just smoked marijuana, but yeah, I don't bet. It's a terrible thing.
I don't bet like that
It's an awful addiction.
I don't want to just even start.
You should.
Because I did it once and it was like, yeah, it's way too easy to get into because it's something I enjoy. I really enjoy football, so I like betting on football. I'd be like, well, let me research this game. And yeah.
So
I don't trust myself on that one, so I'm not going to do it.
For me, and I hear you, and it's like it's adding another vice to the list. So my hope is like maybe it takes away a different vice of mine, right? Like I can't have too many. Eventually, some vice is going to have to fall off the list, right? So I'm hoping the gambling perhaps replaces it. But Matthew McConaughey, I think, was the one that said it, and he was talking about betting. He's like, look, he goes, I gamble because it just makes it more exciting. It doesn't matter the amount of money. It could be $1, $2 on it. But when you have a bet and you're betting with your friends or something like that, it gives a little bit more of a something behind it. And that's the way I feel. It's not about the amount of money I'm betting. It's just like, oh, dude, I just won $1, or like there's just a.
I mean, I'm a liar. Actually, I do the DraftKings for the show, so we have it like a show DraftKings. So I do that, and I totally get into it. I'm looking at the crawlers to see which wide receiver, and then you see somebody he's out with an ankle injury in the second quarter, and you're like, oh my, the whole thing's got done. So it almost ruins the game for you because you don't concentrate on. Well, like you unless you bet like on your team, you're going players.
Yeah, you're going player to player, which is like on your fantasy team.
Yeah.
Like that to me ruins the spirit of the game. You're too sporadic. It's just too all over the place.
It does.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's too much work. I don't need to figure out what third string receiver is playing this week and has looked good for the last couple times. I don't care.
Do you have a good lineup this season?
I came in third. Oh, I might have won. I don't know. I won $9. It's probably third place. Third place for $9, which means I won 4.
Okay.
So yippee-yo.
Hey,
I
look
won.
at you.
I mean, I'm pretty happy that I won.
Isn't there some? And there is a great feeling about winning. It's not about the amount of money. It's just
that's right.
Like
came in third.
If your team wins, that's great. But if you personally can gain off of it at the same time, it's even better.
See your name up there, top of the leaderboard.
Oh
with
man,
the most fantasy points. Oh my lord.
I did fantasy one year, and I just it was like early days of fantasy. It was like a Yahoo league or something. And I didn't know anything. I don't know. I still don't know anything about it, right? But I just let the auto pick. And I think I made it to the Super Bowl or I won. I think I made it to the Super Bowl. And all these other guys I know, they're taking it real serious, and I don't even know. I have no idea. All of a sudden, I'm winning the league, and I'm going, okay, well, this is pure chance or something. Like, there's no. I just didn't feel like. It was great for me to say, "Ha
Yeah,
gotcha," but I don't know anything.
It's a crapshoot. Every week you'll look at your lineup and go, "These guys are all stars," and something happens, and you're like,
Who's your best player right now? You don't know, do you?
I'd have to think. Oh, okay.
Do you have like a Mahomes or something like that?
I have C.J. Stroud
All right.
of Houston, and I think he was a rookie last year, and he lit it up. And I saw a couple of his games. I'm like, geez, this guy. And he's got a really, he seems real together.
Yeah.
And grounded, and I've something like, I picked him.
Whoever they were playing against this past weekend, they had the footage of after the game. Him and the other quarterback, they meet in the middle and
Burrow and Mahomes.
No, it wasn't. It was Stroud. It was C.J. Stroud, and the name escapes me who they played against. But he was,
Caleb Williams, maybe.
That sounds right. And I don't know if he's a rookie or a second year.
Yeah,
but
I think it was. He's a rookie. He's a rookie.
And Stroud came up to him, gave him the whole hey man, you're doing great. Just you gotta not get hit. Basically going, hey, don't get hit so much. Keep doing your thing. You're gonna be great in this league. And you see that the guy's like, yeah, all right, man, I'll see you. He had no
respect.
He didn't want to hear that. And I can't blame him. You haven't been in the league that much longer than me. Don't
Well, but he lit it up. He came in and lit it up.
Fair. But then he rubbed it in. He lit it up and then he rubbed it in. And as much as it's not a rub in, it is kind of a rub in.
Well, it can be a rub in. It depends. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who did it as a rub in. He seemed like he was,
I think he was genuine in it, but but
but he may not realize it's kind of a dick move.
It was kind of you could take it as a rub in.
Hey,
keep on keeping on.
Matt, last week on the hang, I thought you were pretty good, but I think you're coming into your own, and if you just keep at it, buddy.
All right, thanks, Mike.
Thanks,
man.
Maybe that is, yeah. So that's kind of like how it would be.
Yeah, it was a bit of a
be like
bit of a rub in. Yeah, I don't know.
But he could be someone who's naive enough to think that that's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
You never know with you.
Man, speaking of coming into our own, can we talk about the hot topic on the table? There's a lot of hot topics. Don't get me wrong.
But this is pretty hot.
This
pretty
is
hot.
Hot off the press.
Smoking hot.
Dude.
Sizzling. Fajitas coming. You can hear this. And it's always disappointing, isn't it? The flavor.
Did you hear the? They smell delicious,
and
then you start putting it on there. You're going,
what kind of chicken is this?
Lackluster, little rubbery. Yeah, that's like the snooze. It's coming off hot, but it's really not that big of a deal.
Coming in hot.
All right. So as you know, I text you.
Yes.
That we are officially a finalist.
Finalist.
And I don't know if you've talked about this yet.
Haven't quite.
So you haven't even mentioned it yet?
No.
That's great.
I thought we'd do it here.
Oh, okay. All right.
Then we'll do it. Then we'll talk about it tomorrow.
So let's back up, I suppose. The Best of the Bay by Creative Loafing.
Yeah.
We are nominated for Best Podcast, and also Cluster F Show is nominated for
Best Morning TV Show. Didn't make the cut.
It didn't.
No.
See, I didn't know. I didn't even know we made the cut. My wife goes, hey, so are we going to that thing or what? I go, I have no idea. She goes, well, are you in the, I go, I have no idea. She ended up going, all right, well, you need to email this and see. So I was like, all right, I'll do it tomorrow. So I emailed and they got back rather quickly and were like, hi, Matt. Yes, after calculating all the votes, you guys are a finalist in the Best Podcast in the Bay kind of thing. And I'm like, okay. But then she's like, okay, so are we going to the thing? I have no idea. I don't know. And then I text you and you're going, It's like a lukewarm reception. And I don't know. What do we want to go?
I don't even know. You could be a finalist and there could be 4 finalists. And so you could be just kind of like, you just go to be jobbed out.
Which, again, that's even funnier. Like, there is a certain aspect of it that's funny regardless. If we won, great. If we got jobbed out, even funnier. Like, there's a certain...
Yeah, we can film our reactions.
Yes. So I don't know, but I mean, but I guess first, thank you to anybody that voted for it, because that's awesome. I mean, we're in the finals. To me, that's a win.
Oh, yeah, I think it was pretty cool.
Yeah, to me, that's a win. So
This is at the Hard Rock?
it's at the Hard Rock.
What kind of size?
They have a big event center.
I know, but it's like, if you're not involved in it, you think a lot of people go to the Best of the Bay. Do they have some kind of entertainment? Or
Well,
is it just
hold on.
it's a local award ceremony? Is that all it is?
Yeah.
and they can afford to put it in like at the Hard Rock.
I mean, they're one of the sponsors in the event space. I mean,
Probably got to cut them a deal.
yeah, I mean, it's on a, what is it, like it's on a Wednesday night on top of it.
Hey, the room's open.
Well, that's the funniest part too, because I'm going, well, it's on a Wednesday. I go, typically we do the hang on a Wednesday. I don't know if I want to take off doing the hang to see if we may or may not have won an award. And that's kind of a slap in the face to anybody that tunes into the hang typically on a Wednesday to be like, hey guys, thanks for voting for us. We're not going to do the show tonight to see if we won. I don't know. Or we just find out if we won the next day when the paper comes out.
Or if you don't dopo nape toppy a bop you not sop
Whoa.
hop bunch of adop sop pop a sop e. Are we both a little rusty on our op? Did you get anything what I said? No.
I don't know. I think I have an
Are you rusty?
idea.
Are you rusty?
But yeah, at this point, it's better just to write it on a piece of paper
If you
and
don't-
show me.
Yeah, if you don't Grizzies, the
Oh,
pop a lot mops.
gotcha. Pop a lot.
That's rude.
Okay, yep, I got
It's
you.
rudimentary.
It's coming back to me.
Because they're asking you, like in the email. So, hey.
But okay, so wait,
And you can buy your own trophy.
we're definitely doing that.
No, I think if you win.
If we lose, we're buying our own trophy. I don't
know if
It's not about the. Again, we've already
They
won.
probably have a finalist trophy you can buy. Just to be just for being a finalist. So we're already could be trophy winner.
And then we put a post-it note over top of it and put winner. And just
see, yeah.
put a trophy shelf up here.
This is 2024. we get some AI stuff and just recreate it. And we're the Best of the Bay. And we saved ourselves some money and got to do the hang.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, and then we'll just show.
I'll put it all over my social media that we won.
Yeah, we'll just say we
And
won.
then just ignoring all the comments.
Yeah. No, you didn't. And then just,
No, you didn't.
and then you just put yes, we did. And then somebody's going, no, you didn't. We go, yes, we did. And then just get into that whole classic battle of you're trolling yourself. It'd be great.
You could have a complete Fizz official Tiz Alley. And you put it up there. So we did win. See? Number one.
And then somebody go, that's not the real vote tally. And you go, yes, it is.
That's how you do it in
Prove
America.
it.
In America, that's how you fucking do
Yeah.
it. That's what the news is doing. That's what both parties do.
Oh, it's great.
I say that. That's what we do. We won.
Oh,
We
dude.
fucking won. We should have met with this before the show. We would have just come right out of the box with we won.
All right. So regardless what happens, next week we win. It doesn't matter. Like, I think we're on the same page of we're winning no
win-win.
matter what.
It's a win-win.
All right. Perfect. Well, then we appreciate everybody voting for us and thank you for,
Yeah, I think that's
that's the approach.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Speaking of awards, guess what I got?
Oh, what'd you get?
Oh, dude.
Oh my God, what an award!
Well,
Father of the Year,
no,
Husband of the
no,
Year,
no, not it. No,
Podcast Host
no,
of the Year.
no, that wasn't it either. Hold on. Yeah.
What is you-
Nothing but a key to the city of Tampa.
Wow. Hang on a second. I mean, whew. Holy wait. Let me get it on the Donna cam. Let me see that again. Put right there. That's the camera. See.
Where am I?
See right where my finger is?
What's happening here?
Look at that. Oh my lord. That's prestigious.
Look at that.
That must have cost $19.99.
How dare you diminish my life's work?
Congratulations.
Thanks, man. I'm super excited about it. Look, man, I've always wanted the key to the city.
Is this the only key to the city you have?
No.
You've got more than one key to the. How many do you have? 2?
I have 5 keys to cities.
That's like, like they find your manifesto.
Why do you have to diminish the? I can't even enjoy it. You do not allow me to enjoy any wins. You turn a win into a loss like immediately. What do they do? Find a manifesto? Would you threaten him if he didn't give you a kiss?
When the police find your manifesto, and one of the things that's going to be remarkable about the case when you went out on your spree is that you had keys to 5 different cities, and people are like, "Wow, we should have known."
This is not true.
So you got keys to 5 different cities. How do you have to ask for a key? People contact you, or like you're the most contacted man in America when it comes to getting keys to the city?
See, there you go. A little smarmy, a little bit of a smart ass slant on it, like you're asking a legit question, but with sort of a what are you, the most contacted man in the city? Like it's very passive aggressive.
Is that bad? Should I stop that?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I don't care.
I don't want to be a dick.
No, I don't.
I honestly don't want to be a dick.
I
mean, it's kind of my nature.
It's fine.
But I try not to be too big of a dick.
No, so it's all right. So when I was, I always liked the idea of doing good work and earning a key to the city, right? Like that was always just a goal of mine. I know it's weird, right? My bucket list is unlike anybody else's bucket list. The things I have checked.
Key to the city. You almost
Best of the Bay, check.
Check. Keys to the city.
That's the long con.
Check.
As soon as I win the Best of the Bay, man, I'm out of here.
That's what I was thinking.
That's it. We're ending it on a high note. Mic drop. I'm out.
I was thinking, I'm going to drop, $1.20 and a couple of tickets, and then get there, and all of a sudden the joke's on me, and everybody turns and points and laughs at me, and I look at you, and you're doing that because you got me on the long con, you son of a bitch. I finally figured it out just in the nick of time.
And it would have been good, too, if it hadn't been for the damn meddling kids.
Okay.
So I do have the keys to the cities. I have, I was doing charity work.
Yes.
For when I was doing my night show or whatever, I wanted to do a thing called Mayor's Week. So
I remember that.
yeah, and I thought it was personally a good idea. I thought it was, interesting. I would invite the mayors on, and I would sort of like issue a challenge, like, hey, what can I do to earn a key to the city, right? Like whether it's stocking food for a food bank or whatever it was, right?
Got to put them on the spot. Good move.
Thank you.
Good move. Savvy. Key to the city getter. It's a long con.
Damn Oldsmar. I didn't get the one from Oldsmar. Really? I know.
Savvy mayor, huh?
But I always wanted a key to the city of Tampa. But I'm not going to get one personally. Like, they don't just hand those things out. But I'm a part of an organization. We've raised over like $3 million in charity. So we got a proclamation from the mayor last week, or the week before, I should say. And then I'll tell you more about off air. It's pretty funny. But yeah, key to the city.
Key to the city.
It's not mine. Keep in mind, it's not mine. This is the charities organization's one.
But you do have keys to the city in your possession.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So you sure? You sure? You don't even actually. You don't actually have any keys to the city, like at your house? That's a big letdown.
What do you mean? I do.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
yeah. Hold on.
Because I would say, wow, if you didn't get to keep any of them, that's. I don't like trophies like that. When you shouldn't have to ever give your trophy back.
Hold on. Let me show you. I'm gonna show you a picture real quick. Hold on. Don't say where they are.
All right.
But that's.
I'll try. Let's see. Oh, okay, I got you. Oh, he's got mm-hmm.
That's the rib.
That's an icebreaker. That's a conversation starter.
I think it's funny. Anyways,
It's a good rib.
but yeah. So
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
well, it's
it's
the,
a good week for you, my friend.
not really. For like you fly too close to the sun and then something brings you back down. Like it's always that. I never get too excited about anything.
Your wax wings melt.
Yeah,
Was that Icarus?
it was sure.
I think. I'd like to say see, I got to put a Hatley it. Yes, Icarus. I believe it is. Icarus flew too close to the sun with his fancy wax wings that he was strutting around with. Yeah, then he melted and burned alive.
Do you do the same thing where you can't get too excited about something because something bad is just right around the corner?
Oh, don't even talk about. Yeah, I kind of got that.
I can't get too excited about anything.
I mean, I try to. A lot of times, I also go, well, everybody's safe right now, and the animals are all doing okay, and nobody's in the hospital. It's like I try to appreciate this moment.
And then 2 hours later, something goes awry, and you're going, "Oh, God.
I just wish it was yesterday before this bullshit happened.
What happened?"
No, nothing.
I
was
thought
just throwing it out.
okay.
No, nothing happened.
Oh, okay.
See, I was trimming the bushes, which was a real out of control. They were like they've turned into trees. So it took me like 2 days in the hot sun to trim these bushes, and I got one of these things. It's like a sawfish. You know what a sawfish looks like?
Yes, yeah. I have an idea.
And the blades go like this, so it chops stuff.
Gotcha.
And I was kind of cramped, and I got my finger, just nicked it and cut the nail a little bit. And so for the rest of the day, I was like, man, this is a good day.
Ow! Did you want to eat?
No, because I didn't cut off my finger.
Yeah.
That
was close.
It'd take your finger right off. And I was like, so now you got to go to the emergency room. Then what? You get your finger sewed back on? How long does that take? Oh, we got to wait for the plastic surgeon to fly in to sew your finger. Oh, what a nightmare. But just nicked me. It was a real dumbass thing to do, too. So then I got out the hand clippers and did the rest like this. I said, fuck that shit.
You scared of it after that point?
I was scared, Matt. I was scared.
I would have done the same thing. Like, I'm not taking that chance anymore.
Too dangerous.
The thing that trips me out the most of any of those like accidents that could happen is definitely the garbage disposal, because you never know, like if you just space out for a second and you don't really think about it and it's on and you just go, I mean, your hands just like it is
like a wood chipper accident.
Yeah, you just have a blank sort of, a lapse in judgment momentarily, and then boom, your hand's gone. But there was a couple years ago at our old house, the garbage disposal, we had like a electrical thing. So the breaker tripped or whatever. Anyways, so we were down there digging in the garbage disposal. Anyways, the breaker came back on maybe 10 minutes after my hand was out of there, and the garbage disposal came on. And at that point, I'm going, that could have really been bad. And that wouldn't even have been any fault of mine. That would have just been one of those things. But I then would have had is the gnarled, mangled up hand, because what am I going to do? What are you going to do? If you got your fingers in the garbage disposal,
nothing you can do.
I couldn't even imagine what those look like when you pull them out, how you're going to dig down and get the remnants of your finger, how you're going to put them on ice.
They'd be so foul and bacteria infested from wherever that goes that it wouldn't be. We can't reattach these.
And that's if you could even
find them
or get them out of the
meat.
garbage
It might be
disposal.
meat. They're meat, ground up meat. So that's like sometimes you'll drop something down the garbage disposal.
Yes.
And I will look at the switch on the wall and I'll go, well, that's off. Nobody's in the kitchen. I'm going to put my hand in the garbage disposal. And I'm like, okay, real quick. Oh, shit, get it. I'm not comfortable.
I'm with you
doing that.
And
I
it is
guess we're
quick
not
thing.
real manly men, are we? It's what is we called this earlier? Man talk.
Yeah,
it's
man
talk
talk
with Mike, and we're talking garbage disposals.
All right, I'll give you a tip that I've done. I should probably do it more often, but I'll take like a long butter knife, one of those real dull knives or whatever sometimes. Now that incident almost happened to me a couple years ago, and I'll put the knife into the garbage disposal, like in between the blade as I'm digging down for something. That way, if it does accidentally turn on, it's going to kind of get stopped by the knife. Quick tip for all you not men out there.
Not men.
Shove a knife into the garbage disposal and then put your hand in there.
See, that's
Hope for the best.
That's our niche. The Not Men Show.
Well,
It's a niche.
that is a not manly thing to do.
I don't care.
I don't want to get my hand chopped off by a garbage disposal.
No, that's our niche. Is the podcast. The podcast. Not Men Talk. What did we say it was? Not Men Talk.
Something like
Something
that.
like
yeah.
that. I forgot the name already. I'm looking for a niche, man. Looking for a niche.
Well, as of now, we're just hanging, and we're an award-winning show.
I'll
so
drop you for a niche in a heartbeat.
that's your long con. Once you find a niche, you're like, Matt, I'm sorry.
Oh, I can't wait to.
I've figured out I want to talk about blueberry cookies for 2 hours a week.
So sorry. The day I
Sorry.
long con you will be the greatest day of my life.
You could do it. You got me. You're good like that.
I couldn't.
I wouldn't see it coming either. Huh?
But you know I'm bad like that. I'd give the con away like a year ago.
Donna would be good at it. Donna would sell it.
She would sell it.
Yeah, she
and
would.
then she'd look at me when I totally give it away, and I was like, "Oh shit, the long con."
Yeah.
We did it for 2 months, and I blew it.
Yeah, she could sell it.
Saying
though.
something stupid.
Oh my god.
Speaking of Don, are you out there, babe? Would you mind bringing me one of the beers in the freezer? I got a big sigh. That was a big sigh.
Dude, way to man up though, bro. Nice job. Here you were not a man like 2 minutes ago. Now you're like, hey, why don't you grab me a beer out of the fridge?
I had to man myself
Dude,
up.
your man card just got right back to you.
Yeah, I blew the show.
That was a nice
the
job.
Not Men show.
Watch this. Hey, Donna. Can you grab me one of those cold Rios too? Well, as long as you're making sandwiches, yes.
Oh, Donna, she would love it if I asked her to make me a sandwich. She would generally, she likes to make
Really?
people happy.
You want a sandwich?
With food, especially. She makes the most delicious lunches.
Dude.
Not only dinners, but lunches.
Aren't women great like that? I know that's a terrible thing to say. Uh-oh. What is it?
Take your pick.
May I have one?
Take
Is
your
that okay?
pick, yeah.
Man, I haven't had a beer. What do you want? I don't know.
Yeah, that's beer. I'll take me a Natty Light.
Out of the can, into the man.
Donna, can you take? I watch this, man. Hey,
Toots.
Toots. Yeah, get another couple Natty Lights and put them in the freezer so they get nice and cold for us. All right?
Put them on ice. I'm gonna give you one. Hey, why don't you make yourself useful?
I got a St. Pauli girl and a moose head over here.
Nah, I don't want that IPA or that foreign bullshit, Canadian bullshit. Yeah, a couple of them. And put it in that bucket of ice and rub it a lot. Get it real cold.
What you gotta do is you gotta put some waters in the ice and then you.
Go fuck yourself.
Control your woman. I hate men like that, though. I can't. Like, I have known people that do that stuff to their. And they really mean it.
I could never. Oh,
Like
but that's just a bad person, though. You're
Yes.
just a bad person.
Really, they like.
I mean,
Yeah.
like occasionally.
I would be in shock if you actually did that, and I was like, "Oh my god, I didn't know. I've never seen this side of Mike before."
I would say occasionally during my marriage, I may have like made a joke that I thought was funny.
Yep.
You know, but it's
Heard.
like that was not really a good joke in front of other people for my wife, and didn't mean it, honey. Sorry, I thought it was funny. Oops, my bad. But that's rare. I mean, I don't. I'm not that guy.
But
Like I put her over all the time. You know, that's what you got to do if you're husband. You put if you got a good wife, you put her over.
I was going through this recently with like, my mindset on a lot of things has changed in the last few years, right? Like just life in general,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Like
it.
perspectives and things. But like, It was like I wasn't like from the age of like 18, I wasn't like living in a real world, right? It was like this a different place, and I would make crude jokes or say things, and I look back on it now, and I'm going, oh my God, like, oh,
What an asshole.
it doesn't fly. Like that doesn't, but yeah, I'm with you. But then I still see people do stuff, and I go, I get it, but not when you're 50.
That's true. But see,
Well, I think if you're 20.
I don't talk around other people like everybody that I know. Like I would talk like we talk now.
Right.
'Cause you got to know when to tone it down, because some people they don't get it, and they just think you're an asshole. They don't get your hyperbole and your irony.
That's
you
why I
got-
don't say
gotta
anything.
Tone it down sometimes.
That's why I don't. Yeah, it's easier not to talk at all at this point. Yeah. Well, thanks for the beer, man. I haven't had I legit haven't had just like a Coors Light out of a can in a minute.
Probably the last time you had a Coors Light was when you had one here, because I remember.
Oh, well, then there you go.
Several months ago, you had a Coors Light.
And that would be the one.
I did the same thing. I asked Donna for a beer, and you were like, Donna, can I?
Supplying me drinks. Are
Deja vu.
Are you trying to diddy me? Are you trying to?
The long con.
You gonna diddy me,
Diddy didn't kill himself.
bro? Is he gonna get Epstein or what?
I think so.
It's a real. It's very like it's sad that that's like the plausible theory of going. Oh yeah, he'll get Epstein. Like he's not. He got denied bail. He's in there until trial. Lot of stuff, a lot of moving parts on that one. Very reminiscent of somebody I know. Very reminiscent.
You know that he's got dirt on somebody big.
Huge.
So
Multiple.
I mean, what is it? The audio of him and Meek Miller or something?
Yeah.
It's like he's raping him, and he's like, ah! It's like, oh.
So I think that one is
fake.
not-
It's fake.
Yeah, I think it's fake.
I want to believe it's real.
But the funny part is Meek Mill, the other rapper, he tweeted out yesterday. He's like, so in other news, I bought a farm, and just laughed at that. But like the comments, everybody's like, oh, okay. How much lube are you storing on the farm? Or they're calling it the rape ranch. I mean, like people are like roasting him, and he's like, oh, in other news, I bought a farm. It's like, are you going to just ignore that? That you can just ignore that giant elephant in the room? Like, now would be the time if you're Meek Mill and some shit did happen to you. Wouldn't now be the time to be like, hey, I'm going to be the first to speak out on my experience on this? Or is that not good for you?
Or it might not be, or you could be the kind of person who's like, I'll never admit that. There's some people are, they're not going to admit it. They feel like that would ruin their masculinity.
But now all the Diddy stuff.
And we'll never admit it, Matt.
Yeah. So we got a little Brokeback Mountain thing going on. Whoop-de-doo. But just all the stuff. I mean, all the highlights of him talking to politicians now are all coming out, and all the stuff and everybody's reading into it now, going, "Oh, did he mean this when he was talking to Hillary Clinton and when he was supporting Obama, and Obama was supporting him, and they were having the freak offs and all this stuff?" Now you go back into all the they like to call it footage.
Freak offs. Love them and the freak offs of P. Diddy.
Did you see the picture of all the lube?
No, I missed the lube picture.
And here's the messed up part. I don't even know if it's real or not, but there was a picture of all the feds when they raided his home, and they seized 1,000 bottles of lube and baby oil, and it's just this line of lube and baby oil, and I'm going, man, lube and baby, like what year is it, right? Like, and secondly, 1,000. What did he have going on? A party.
I mean, is it all for show? I mean, he used the lube and the baby oil, but he was just like he opened up the lube the lube closet, and there's light shining like an aura, and people are like, P. Diddy's got a lot of lube.
But that doesn't make you look good. I don't think having No matter what you're into, 1,000 bottles of lube. I don't care how
That's a
freaky.
red flag, isn't it?
If I was dating a girl and I walked into her house and she had if she had 2 bottles of lube, I would be like, that's a lot of lube.
Yeah.
1,000 bottles. It's beyond ludicrous.
Thousands. Yeah,
And baby oil.
So he's been doing. You see, if you're there's some there's no one's above the law. There's some people who are above the law, and he was above the law for years and years.
Think about how long he'd had.
And so why do you think they're getting him now? What do you think? What's going on with the Diddy? And do you think it could be an Epstein deal?
I think there's a tinge of an Epstein deal,
Or he stays quiet because he doesn't want to get Epsteined.
I would imagine he's got to sing like a bird because they had already found allegedly footage of some of these parties. He had his house camered up, bedrooms camered up.
They got
Imagine that.
the freak show. What do you call them?
The freak off.
The freak off.
The freak offs. Yeah.
Oh, man, that's a hit. That's a hit MTV series.
Freak off.
It's a freak off.
MTV freak off.
He was P. Diddy before P. Diddy was P. Diddy. See all my lube.
It's a lot of lube, brother. Unfortunately, his cast of celebrities that he had. Anyways. Yeah.
Plenty of lube. You sure you don't need more lube? Cement and lube? I got cement and lube.
I'm good. But yeah, I don't know. I could see him getting Epstein. I think that's a possibility. And
Let's see. Maybe he's got to stay quiet.
well, but then again,
Ghislaine hasn't been Epstein.
but then again, hold on.
Why hasn't she been Epstein?
Well, I guess we got to take it back. Is when we say get Epstein, we're under the assumption that Epstein didn't kill himself.
Well, I think everybody is.
So I guess that would be the thing. If Diddy were to,
Oh, it's not even remotely believable.
with a bed sheet in his cell, I think at that point, even the biggest skeptic would go, "No way, he did that too." Like that's Epstein and Diddy both in the same way. Like I think that would be a red flag. He could get shanked, maybe shanked or something like that.
I think Epstein, so I'm assuming Diddy will be as well, was in a suicide-proof cell. It's like they make it so you can't hang yourself from anything. There's nothing you hang yourself with. But miraculously, he was able to hang himself in the suicide-proof cell. And so will Diddy.
And also the guards fell asleep, and also the security cameras weren't working. Boy, what a trifecta!
Why does the government even try to? They do whatever they want.
At this point, just leave the cells open. What's the difference? Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not going to quote Voltaire. Those who can make you believe absurdities can make you commit atrocities.
Yeah.
And the shit they got us believing now is pretty preposterous.
I mean, let's go to the Epstein thing. It really is a weird scenario, and they like
It's real weird. It's preposterous almost.
and the person I want to hear from is the person you probably never hear from, which would be the security guard who fell asleep. And I don't know what their final repercussions were for that. I would imagine it probably wasn't a lot. But wouldn't they know what happened unless the conspiracy goes deeper and like they piped in some sort of gas and the security guard actually did fall asleep? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. But to think that the Epstein thing happened the way that they're saying it happened it's pretty strange.
Yeah. And those guys. So I don't know what are those guys? They're not going to talk because if Epstein didn't kill himself, they're not going to talk because they might get their families might be harmed. So why aren't they talking? Or they don't know. How would they not know? They take him in a different room. But Epstein wound up dead when I don't know how it happened. I don't understand what's going on in the world.
But it can't. Do people actually think that
Triple
it
H
happened the way
Story
it
says,
happened?
I bet Epstein's still alive.
Well, that's another
Could be
theory.
completely true. That could be completely true.
I mean, I've seen videos, but again, you don't know what's real and what's fake anymore of somebody who looked just like Epstein. They're going, there's Epstein. He's still alive. Here, and I swear to God, the video looked just like him. And you go, oh, okay. But again, I don't know how deep down that rabbit hole or conspiracy I want to go. But if he were to come out one day and be like, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think I'd be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. That's why it was a national joke. That's what they want. They wanted to joke about it. So everybody's like, yeah, the government killed Jeffrey Epstein because they're all a bunch of pedophiles. That's the joke.
It became a meme.
That's the joke.
Yeah.
So-
Even the Diddy thing's becoming a meme. It's like Diddy didn't kill himself. It's like, oh, here we go again.
Can't wait to see what happens.
And if you're Diddy, are you sitting in that cell going, oh my God, am I going to get Epstein?
That's what I'd be doing.
You know?
I'd be like, oh shit.
Oh, man.
I got all that lube.
Oh, man, all that
shit,
lube.
and all the videotape.
It's a lot of lube.
Manson is best gifted a sub. Awful Waffle subscribed. NHRI 1967 resubscribed for the 51st month. Thank you very much. And Manson Mark 54 months. That's dedication.
I've never heard Awful Waffle.
I have not either. Dedication.
Well, thank you, Awful Waffle.
Many moons have people been subscribed. I don't know why I went Native American on it.
This firewater's good.
I mean, why can't the Native Americans control their why doesn't alcohol agree with them?
It doesn't?
Well, that's why they gave him the fire water.
I don't know the backstory of all this.
They gave it to so they don't become drunks.
Holy stereotype. But wait.
No, back in the day when they were fighting the Indians, they gave him the fire water.
Well-
and the pox blankets.
Yeah, I mean, the pox blankets, that was a
It's
bit of a shitty move.
Or a brilliant move. I pretty much like what I'm doing right now, sitting here, all air conditioned and shit. So I think the pox blankets were a good move.
But the firewater, I mean, look, it couldn't have tasted good as this Coors Light. It had to be terrible. I mean, think about it. It wasn't 5 times distilled like our Svedka.
Or, like everything else, was alcohol back in the day way better.
No way. It had to be terrible. There's no way alcohol in the Pilgrim era. It had to be awful.
You're probably right.
I mean, it
Probably right.
make you go blind.
I mean,
in like
the
2
stuff that the
seconds.
people in the hills made, that the moonshine. If you make it wrong, it'll make you go blind.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah. There's
It's
no way
come a
that was-
long way in alcohol making.
I'm just glad I got a little bit of taste back since my latest bout with COVID.
Oh, you did. That's good.
I can taste I have COVID hair loss though,
COVID hair loss.
for real. My
Because the government's just being dicks. At this point.
this
Just being
right?
dicks, right?
I kid you not. Now it doesn't have anything to do with my face hair yet, right? But I swear, and it is a real
Pubic
symptom.
hair loss.
It's not pubes. It's my chest hair, like my arm hair and my leg hair. For real. Like you would if you looked at my
Falling
legs, you'd be
out.
like, you
think
shaving your
shaving
leg?
your
It
legs?
looks like
Like a real quiz.
yeah, it looks very strange. And so I didn't even notice at first.
See, what are they doing?
I don't know, but-
I like, are they in a lab going in? Let's make their leg hair fall out too.
Yeah, because
Is
it's
that
kind
what
of
it is?
it's kind of a bitch move to say what happened with COVID. Well, I lost my taste, couldn't smell much, and then my body hair fell out. It's like not really the most damaging of symptoms, right? You get other people on ventilators and all this, so I got away. I'm okay. It's like, oh, God forbid I lost my leg hair or whatever.
The fact that they shut down the world for losing
So I could
your,
shave my
and
legs.
lose your taste. I don't know. A little suspect.
It is
Can't taste. We
strange.
need to be on a ventilator, sir. Yeah, probably. Yeah, everything they did was right. And yeah, and hey, get your boosters. Get your boosters.
Oh, my God.
Get your boosters. Get your
Who's-
boosters.
Who's this? Oh, I know it. John Legend. I saw a commercial with him in it the other day.
Oh, I saw it too.
About his booster thing, and got his piano on, and he's doing his thing, and then he pulls up his sleeve, and he's got like, I think last time he had like 2 Band-Aids, and now they added like a 3rd booster, so he's got 3 Band-Aids on his arm. It's like, how long is this going to continue? Like, is he just going to have every year they're going to come out with a new John Legend commercial and then add another booster Band-Aid all down the line?
It sounds like a great idea to me because they're, safe and effective.
Of course.
As far as I'm concerned. And make sure you get yours in the fall to get the winter surge. But also get the booster specifically designed for the summer surge. Make sure you get both of those a year.
It's a designer, really.
That's the new thing. That's the new thing. Twice a year you get the boosters. All right, that was a Pfizer infomercial, and we're gonna move on. I keep
getting hit with pneumococcal pneumonia commercials. Whenever I turn on like tune in or something, it's just like to the point where I'm going, do I have pneumococcal pneumonia now? Like they're just hitting me with ad after ad. They're like, I would rather play with my dog than get pneumococcal pneumonia. Like, whoa. I know what pneumococcal pneumonia is, but I might have it.
I think you think it's just a word that sounds scary.
It does.
So they want you to get your vaccine.
I'm like,
get the pneumococcal.
I might need to get this pneumococcal pneumonia vaccine.
Yeah, you can't win for losing. I'm not going to get any. I've never gotten the flu vaccine, so I just don't. Every once in a while, every few years, I get the flu for 3 days, and
it sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. You do get to lay in bed and not feel guilty, so it's sometimes you're like, I got body aches, and you don't. It happens. It's not to me. It's worth just letting my own immune system fight off the flu occasionally.
Yeah, I mean the COVID thing did suck. Every time I've gotten it, it hasn't. It sucked.
Yeah,
but
the flu was it worse? Way worse than like a bad flu.
Maybe this recent time, yeah, maybe a little bit. But again, I a couple days later, I was back up and running kind of thing. But it's not fun, but not enough to make me want to go get a booster. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's just not quite there. And I always feel bad. I don't want to talk about COVID and stuff because I know it's a serious thing with a lot of people and older. Yeah, I get it. And I don't want to like diminish anybody else's experience with it. So, and furthermore, it was always those like radio hosts during the peak of COVID, and they're like anti-vaccine, anti this, and then when they passed away from COVID, everybody just like stomped on their grave. Like, well, he was on air talking about not getting the vaccine. He's so anti, and now he's dead, and now he's I don't want to be that guy. Like God forbid something bad happens, but. As of now,
I'm the exact opposite. I said, I'm a test model. See what happens. If it happens to me, then you can say, wow, what a douche.
But Donna got it, and that's interesting. Was she down and out?
No.
Okay.
She has prolonged loss of taste and smell.
Right.
But the actual sickness wasn't any big deal for her. But when she got it, it wasn't a big deal. And I don't know if I got it or not.
But losing 2 of your senses does suck. I mean, my smell's still not.
There's a lot of
there.
joy in taste and smell. I mean,
yeah,
you can't experience a lot of. I love to eat. That'd be a real bummer if I lost my taste.
Yeah. Look, it sucks. I don't know if a booster is going to like negate that though.
Yeah. Yeah. Move on from the kids to
sure. No
what
problem.
Time is it 8:51? Okay.
No. It's 6:50.
Oh, 6:51. I'm sorry. I'm half blind. It's 8:51. I'm to past my bedtime, man. No OT tonight. Sleepy.
Well, we can take a break.
I'm gonna take a break because I save some of my beer. Then I'll have a beer for the third hour.
Second hour.
It's early onset dementia is what it is. That's what it is. Oh, sad. See, you one day, feel free to tell me. Just say, Mike, you can't do it anymore. you're not making any sense.
No
You
way.
got
I
to
would
do-
never do
Oh,
that to you. No.
You'd come here and patronize me? and-
Yes.
Or would it be at my expense, or you be a whole big show at my expense?
No, I wouldn't do it like that. It'd be very subtle. Very strategic.
something-
very
so
surgical.
You could throw some barbs in there, and I'd just be like, "What's going on?"
Who's going to get the major? Would Donna get it first or you get it first?
Dementia?
Yeah. Because it's in your family line, right? And I don't know how.
It is in
how
my. I
genetic
think it's
it
in
is.
both family lines.
Oh man.
So
So which kid takes care of you? That's the question. Because you got to pick one. One kid has to sort of be there to clean up the mess.
Trace. Trace takes care of us as he slowly siphons off all our resources. Not in a evil way, just in, that's what he'd do. He'd siphon off all our resources, and then we would be left penniless and homeless. And he would,
But
he'd
he
say
would
sorry,
be-
and he'd say sorry, and as he walks out the door.
But he would be the caretaker.
No, I don't know.
You got to pick.
I don't know.
Anybody who's got multiple kids, they got to start thinking about
That's an
that.
interesting question. Maybe Weston.
Really, not going with the daughter, huh? I feel like the daughter would be the
I don't
most
know.
sort of
I don't
caring.
know. She's busy. She's gonna become a
She's
vet.
busy.
She ain't got. Vets ain't got no time for that. That's
So
what that's what they.
you're choosing the other two kids out of they have more expendable time to spend with you during your time
It's
of
a
need.
lot of work to become a vet. She'd be going, man. Trace ain't doing shit. He needs to take care of them.
Could you imagine the internal conversations they would have with one another? Like their three-way calls between the kids, like, all right, who's going to take this on? Like, who wants to do it? And Trace would be, I mean, I'll do it.
If I get paid for it, can't do both.
I think everybody's got that question.
Trace, my diaper's been full for an hour. Trace, she's asleep on the couch.
The worst is if you have no kids that you feel are going to be capable of doing it. And you're going, man, I'm going to get dementia, and I can't trust a goddamn member of my, my crew to clean up my messes.
Be sad.
Yeah.
Be sad.
Anyway, I digress.
Hi. All right. Hey, welcome back. Let's see who's in the chat with us.
What's this chat you speak
Ah,
of?
huh. Ned's Navy stirring it up in the chat. Beaver smell like
Oh
tuna.
no, what's he saying? Not Ned's Navy.
Oh, there was something he said earlier about the Matt Lloyd crest. And I was like, he's just trying to stir shit up. He's just trying to stir shit up. Kevin JK, just uncut meaty Mandinko. Dion's bathtub. Ink spike in the house. I think I got Beaver smell like tuna already. Triple edge sword. Sucka free. Brian 2172. F Coots. They're not booing, they're just saying Coots. I think I got Snookman as well. Beaver smell like tuna. These fish guys, I need a side-by-side picture of Beaver smell like tuna and Snookman. I just think fish when I say both together. They're the fish guys. I can't distinguish them.
I caught a shark. Not really, but I kind of did. Remember, I told you this a while back. There was these guys, they drone fish.
It's not fair.
It was weird, yeah. But
Like they go see what the schools of fish are, but the drone's a pretty good idea.
So we were at the beach last week, and we're just walking the beach at night. I'm sorry, I know we're trying to take a break.
No, go ahead.
So we're taking a beach walk at night, and there's these two kind of like college kids, right? And they've got a shark on the line. Like I mean, this kid's been reeling it in for like 45 minutes, and we're just walking by. But they have the drone set out. So what they do is they load it up with a bait fish. They fly the drone out, drop bait,
it where they see the fish.
chum up everything. But they're particularly going for sharks.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird to me because I'm like going, So you're just bringing sharks more inland to where swimmers are and where the beach is. Like that's, but whatever. Seemed odd to me. But so we're walking by and this kid's like going, "Hey, can we get your help? Can we? I need some help. Can you hold this and can you hold this?" So there's 3 of us and we're all doing jobs for this guy while he tries to reel in the shark, and I'm holding this thing. I'm holding the reel as it comes on shore, and then he's got to take this big God damn, it looked like a garden shear thing to go down there and get the hook out. Okay, but I mean this thing was a nice size shark.
Like how big?
I got a
4
picture.
feet, 5 feet.
Probably
feet?
5, probably 5.5.
Yeah, that's a big fight.
It was, yeah. I mean, he was reeling it in for a while, but he's going, "Oh, we didn't expect this." I'm thinking to myself, like, bullshit. You flew a drone out there baiting for this to happen, and then it happens, and you've got to ask for assistance from strangers on the beach as they're just trying to do a stroll for them to help you out and assist, and then video it and take pictures of it and all this stuff.
I think you have to know you're going to get a 5-foot shark to have that kind of tackle on your line. I don't think you can be fishing for fish and then catch a
That's what I'm saying.
300-pound, 400-pound shark.
Like, yeah,
can
don't
you?
act surprised when it happens, guy.
I don't know how. That's suspect to me. Oh, we were going to take a break.
Oh, yeah.
Hot damn. Time flies. It's The Hang with Mike and Matt. Let's see. What am I going to just give you? Can never go wrong with a story time.
Oh, a story time.
See, Ned's got his grandkids, his great grandkids now.
Uncle Ned,
what an
Uncle
asshole.
Ned, we want a story.
Oh, great. What kind of story?
The 3 Little Pigs.
Ah, the classics. Now let me snort up this Adderall and we'll get started.
Yeah!
That's good shit. All right, where was I? Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs. And they lived at home, and they spent all day playing Fortnite and jacking their nasty curly-cute pig dicks to boars on sows.
Gross.
But don't be so judgmental. Everybody's got their kinks. Now, these pigs finally got kicked out of their house, and they started to build their own houses. And the first little pig built his house out of straw, because he was a lazy piece of shit.
You don't know that. He can be on the spectrum.
Bullshit.
He can have a disability.
Hogwash. This pig was living off the government, and he was worthless. So when the big bad wolf came upon the first little pig's house, he said, "I'm gonna huff and puff and blow your house down."
Why?
Because pigs are lower on the food chain, so he was gonna blow their house down, and he was gonna slit the piggy's neck with his wolf claws, and then eat his way through the pig's rectum to the delicious entrails.
Eat the pigs? That's mean.
It's called the circle of life. Ain't you ever seen the fucking Lion King?
That's a hate crime.
I hate crime. You're full of shit. Okay, all right. I'll give you the snowflake version. Okay. Here we go. The wolf wanted to blow down the piggy's house because he was Antifa, and the pigs had all voted for Trump.
No!
But before the big bad wolf could start blowing, the first little pig ran away to the second little pig's house. Now, the second little pig was QAnon, and since he was so busy selling MAGA hats, he built his house out of sticks and branches.
Cutting down trees makes global warming. Oh, global
Oh,
warming!
jeez. You been listening to AOC? What's going on? This pig didn't give a fuck about climate change. So the big bad wolf called up Greta Thunberg, and they both began to huff and puff to blow his house down.
Did they have masks on?
They didn't have a mask on. You can't blow down a house wearing a mask. What are you talking about?
Mask holes!
Mask holes?
Believe the science, doodlehead.
Jesus Christ, what a bunch of fucking Fauci marks. Okay, so the wolf was triple masked, and Greta had a hand sanitizer suppository shoved up her ass.
Were they 6 feet apart?
Jesus Christ, yes, of course they were. And the wolf hadn't hugged his grandma in over a year. And he got arm jabs from all 3 experimental vaccines. And he voted for Sleepy Joe 8 times through the mail. You happy?
No.
Whatever. Both piggies decided to make a run for it and sprinted to the third little pig's house. "What's the matter, pigs?" the wolf cried. "Afraid of a libtard?" So now all the piggies were in the third piggy's house. Now this piggy was smart. He was a structural engineer.
How did he get to be an engineer?
He went to pig college.
Sounds like pig privilege to me.
Pig privilege?
It was a pig supremacist.
A pig supremacist? Have you been watching Anderson Cooper again? Jesus Christ. So the wolf, who was gender fluid naturally, sauntered up to the third pig's concrete fortress in a delightful little sundress. But before he could say anything, one of the piggies calls the big bad wolf the wrong pronoun. The wolf was outraged. He screamed, "Transphobe!" and threw a Molotov cocktail through the pig's window. The three little pigs were trapped in a giant brick oven.
Yay!
Exactly. People who believe different than you should be killed. Now, when the fire burned out, the piggies were cooked to perfection. The wolf dined on their carcasses for 3 days, and the police couldn't arrest him because he declared the forest to be an autonomous zone.
Wolf was not WLM.
WLM?
Sirens or Byrons?
Sirens or Byrons? That's the first sensible thing you've said all day. So after he ate the piggies, the wolf decided to take the Wolves Lives Matter movement nationwide, and he made $50 million in donations, which he used to buy Bitcoin. Now he's the richest fucking wolf in the world, and in 2024, he's voting for Trump.
No! He's not woke. Cancel the wolf.
You ain't canceling the wolf. Get the hell out of here with your snowflake bullshit. Jesus, it's been a long day. Time to smoke this crack rock I found in the bottom of my dresser drawer.
Uncle Ned,
Jesus Christ, you scared the fucking piss out of me. What do you brats want?
tell us a story.
Oh, jeez, can't you just go stare at your phone like normal kids?
No, tell us a story. Tell us a story.
What kind of fucking story you want?
A Bible story.
Oh, well, you're in luck because I love fiction. Here we go. Let's start with Genesis. In the beginning, there was nothing. Nothing existed at all but God.
Who made God?
Well, that's a pretty good question.
Did God have a God?
Did God have a God? I don't know, maybe.
Does God's God have a God?
Did God's God have a God? That's some deep shit. You guys been getting into my gummies again?
No. Yes.
Nobody likes a narc. All right, now quit asking so many goddamn questions. In the beginning, there was nothingness. Only God. And God said, "This is boring as hell. I'm going to get out the 3D printer and make a fucking universe."
Did God say
Of course he did.
He did?
Well, yeah, God invented fucking.
He did?
Damn straight. Think of all the horrible, disgusting, nasty, vile, perverted things in the world. God thought of them all.
2 squirrels in 1 cup?
2 squirrels in 1 cup. What a sicko. Anyway, one day after 1 trillion years of twiddling his thumbs, God threw some magic dust up in the air, and voila! He created the heavens and the earth.
Like magic?
Exactly. 100% fake. Just like your grandma's knockers. God. Anyway, it took God 6 days to make the heavens and the earth. And on the 7th day, he lit up a big fatty and binge-watched Game of Thrones in his underwear. Actually, it was a Game of Bones on Pornhub.
No.
Oh, yes, it was. Gods are filthy. So God rested on the 7th day, and the next day he made Adam out of some clay. But after about a week of watching Adam sit around and jack off 24/7, he said, I guess I better give him a chick. And he created Eve and gave her big, luscious breasts. And he said, "Adam, whatever you do, don't touch those big, juicy watermelons."
Were they seedless?
Seedless. Not for long. Not for long. Hoga! And then he motorboated the shit out of those babies, and amen.
Amen.
What's that smell?
Poopy pants.
Get the hell out of here with your poopy pants!
Welcome back to The Hang, or should I say the award-winning Hang.
Oh,
Voted best podcast in Tampa Bay.
thank you, Tampa Bay.
Thank you guys for making us the #1 podcast in Tampa Bay.
I mean, how many radio shows have you encountered in your life that just go, thanks for making #1 hit station, #1 hit channel, #1 rock? Everybody's #1 somewhere.
There's
Sure.
#1 somewhere. They'll find a demo.
Get in where you fit in. We're the number one podcast.
Single black men age 59 to 60 really love the hang. We're number one.
The world's weirdest demo.
I'd like to take this time to officially invite you to the meat hang, November 16th.
What's this meat hang you speak of?
At Joe Whiskey's. That's the annual meet and greet for Clusterf.
Is this an official invite?
Yeah, so November 16th.
Well, hold on now. Don't just blow
What?
past it. You
What?
can't just say, hold on. I got to take this in. November 16th.
Saturday, November, right down the street here at Joe Whiskey's.
Okay. What do you guys do at
We
the
just
meet?
hang out and drink.
That's cool. All right.
I mean, it's just. Yeah.
I will be out of town.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Damn it.
What date?
November 16th. Saturday, November 16th.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Thank you, though.
Wow. Maybe, we could always do a hang. A hang.
I'm kidding. I'm not going to be out of town.
Oh, okay.
That's the long con. I'm just going to show up. You think I was out of town? Ha-ha!
What?
Surprise!
Matt's here.
Surprise, bitches! Matt's here.
You got me. What was it, 14 months? Damn, that was a long...
That's the long con. I show up at the meet hang. No, that's cool. So, how many people do you anticipate in a perfect world? Like, if you had it your way, is it more the merrier, or is it?
It's generally between 30 and 50.
So enough to like
But
talk to, but not enough. Like, but you can actually like spend time and hang
It's
and
pretty good.
chill.
I we stay a long time. We stay a long, and I can usually talk to everybody.
Okay.
Talk to everybody.
That's cool.
So that's what. It'd be like ridiculous for somebody to come to a meet and greet and not meet me.
Now, didn't last year you said Don like put name tags on, like my name is
Yeah,
Beaver Smell Like Tuna or whatever?
we do that because
It's such a good idea.
yeah.
But that you're gonna do that
especially-
again,
especially
right?
if somebody's new, they'll know all the
Okay.
I wear a name tag. Hi,
I'm Mike.
I don't care. It's the best thing to do. So everybody, there's a lot of people there. So if you don't know somebody, you know, and you're like, oh, I know, that's Beaver Smell Like Tuna.
Yeah, I can't wait to meet him. That, but I don't even know if it's a guy or a girl.
It's a guy. It's a guy. He comes.
Oh God. Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. I'll put it in my my thing.
Yeah, we already got. We've already got a bunch of people say they're going to come. It's always a good time. Bunch of cool people. No mutants or dickheads. Generally.
Is it loud in there?
Yeah, it's a bar. It's
okay.
A bar. There's a patio, and we spend a great deal of time on the patio.
Okay.
Because it's got a fence around. It's kind of secluded.
Okay. So it's the same place you did it last year?
Yep.
Or different? Okay.
I think this will be our third year.
Are they
doing it.
aware it's happening, or do you guys just like show up and it's like,
Yeah,
hey, we're here?
We generally don a calls.
Okay.
To make sure that they are going to be properly staffed for an
Okay.
extra 30 or 40 people.
That'd be fun.
It's always a good time.
I feel like I'm gonna show up and people are just gonna be like, fuck you.
You'd be standing in a corner, the wallflower.
Yeah.
Matthew the Wall.
My autism's gonna like go crazy on me. I'm just gonna like freak out. Sensory issues.
Some lady singing karaoke up there. Ah!
I'm gonna-
Man, this room starts spinning for Matt.
For real.
No, I'm sure. Everybody that's tuning into this show, the hang.
All right, I'm gonna have to wear my new calming earbuds. I'm not kidding. I haven't got them yet. My wife ordered them.
That's the number one topic on the Not Man Show.
It's
is the calming earphones. What is it?
I
Are
don't.
the ear muffs.
That's
Or
what
they-
I said.
or they
I said,
stick in.
I said, tell me you didn't order me earmuffs. She goes, they're not earmuffs, but yeah, I guess they're like some sort of.
She has the patience of Job, I assume.
Dude, I don't know what they are. I just know that she's like, I ordered you something. She goes, don't freak out on it. I'm like, well, what? She goes, I ordered you some calming
You're like having a pet.
But I know. But I said the same thing. I go, earmuffs? You didn't order me earmuffs, did you? She goes, no. They're like it somehow like filters out some noises and sounds, but keeps you.
Just filter out all the scary stuff.
God, see, this is your passive aggressive shit. This is where I can't talk to you about
but
anything.
you keep teeing me up.
I know. I do it to myself. I don't know what it is. I haven't gotten them yet. So, I'm hoping it helps with something because
Are they like this size, or are they little teeny things?
I think they're teeny
like
things.
buds.
Like
buds. Are buds.
Yeah, they're buds. I don't know. I don't know.
Do you have a thunder blanket?
A weighted vest I wear to bed.
To calm your thrashing, your late night thrashings.
I have a Tempur-Pedic mattress that keeps it 10 degrees cooler on my bed. Yeah.
What kind of mattress do you have? Do you have, like, do you ever have a memory foam mattress? Have you ever had one of those?
Dude, I will tell you exactly. In fact, you were there the day I got my mattress because we got them together.
Did we go to the mattress store together?
We did.
I remember that. God dang, I remember that.
And we had an endorsement deal with a mattress company, and they're like, "Hey, just come down and pick out a mattress." And we're like, "This is weird." So you and I travel down to the mattress store, and they're like, "Yeah, just lay on some mattresses, try them out." So you and I spoon on some mattresses.
Oh, we had a picture. I think
Yeah,
there's
there is a picture of it,
There's
which
a
I will
pic-
never. I don't think that's one that we want out there. It can be taken very much the wrong way.
Put that on our #1 podcast trophy. Or that's the T-shirt. The hang with Mike and Matt.
It's just us laying in bed
spooning on a
spooning.
mattress.
But yeah, so
I remember that.
And we got them, and it is a great. I think it's a memory foam thing, but it doesn't have. There's no springs or anything like that. I don't know if you got the same one I did, but I remember when it arrived to the house, and it arrived in this box, a skinny box, and I'm like, what in the world is this? And they're like, just give it a couple hours. So I left and grabbed a bite to eat. I come back, and this mattress is like, 18 inches high now. I'm going, what in the world?
It's like freeze dry.
Yeah, what kind of sorcery is this? But I love it. It is a great mattress. That's what I have. Did you get the same thing?
Yeah, but we gave it to one of the kids.
Ah,
I don't like memory foam. I feel like
they're heavy and awkward.
I feel like I'm suffocating.
Really?
I feel like I
You like the
can't-
springs?
I feel like I can't move. I'm like, I can't move. You suck into it. You like suck into the like. I'm sucked into it.
So you like old school springs?
Old school mattress and springs. My friend.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I'm loving that.
Sucks. It's just it made me claustrophobic.
Here's the messed up. Here's the messed up part about my mattress, and this is one of the things like when I pass, it's gonna be a problem, because I've had incidents on my mattress where I've fallen asleep while I've eaten chocolate ice cream. Okay. And then I wake up the next morning and there'll be an ice cream bin. This is years back, but and now the ice cream is seeped through.
Oh, that's bad. That's
Yeah.
bad.
But if you are not knowing, if you're just all right, yeah, sure, we'll move your mattress for you, or get rid of it. It looks like there's stains beyond stains, and meanwhile, it's all innocent. It's nothing,
That's a bad stain.
It was just a
too.
chocolate,
It's a real bad
chocolate,
stain.
yeah, right, a chocolate ice cream incident. But I love the mattress so much, I would hate to ever get rid of it. So,
That's all. You've had that a long time.
I guess so.
long-ass
That
time.
is a long time. Yeah.
Free mattress.
And there's no springs. It doesn't go bad. It just,
I think we did commercials for that or something. I believe we did.
Yeah, we did.
That free mattress, man. Mattresses are expensive,
I
especially
had
that
no
memory foam stuff.
I had no idea how expensive mattresses are until we were just furniture shopping or whatever, and Stearns and Foster mattresses, it was $7,000 or something. I'm going, air mattresses are pretty comfortable too, come to think of
I
it.
can fall asleep on a couch.
Right?
I mean, I don't need a $7,000 mattress.
It's outrageous.
Triple Edged Sword says the picture of us spooning would take the hang right to the top.
I'm sorry, Triple Edged Sword. We're already at the top.
Exactly. Took the words right out of my mouth, buddy. #1 podcast in Tampa Bay.
And beyond.
The hang.
Why not the nation? Why not? Why don't we just say the nation? What does it matter?
I mean, let's get real. We are the bed podcast in the nation.
In the nation.
In the nation. The Lab says, I'll buy that T-shirt. Yeah, well, I was going to
Maybe
say.
that's the first piece of
I was
merch.
going to say, that's... I like ribs. I like ribs. That's a good rib. That's a good rib. See that, most guys would have a picture of me and Matt under an overpass with some sunglasses on and some Megadeth T-shirts going.
Super cool.
The hang with Mike and Matt. No, we're
Check
spooning.
it out.
We're spooning, trying to get a free mattress.
Come to think of it, I don't even know why we spooned. Like the mattress is already locked in. It wasn't like somebody was like, "Hey, can you do this for the photo op?" You and I both voluntarily were like, "Hey man, why don't we just hop on the mattress together?"
It was a celebratory spoon.
It
as we
was.
got our free mattress.
I would love to. What year do you think that was?
Oh my God!
Like for real? That like
Seems like forever ago.
I'm going back in my pictures to try to even like narrow down a year.
Is it 10 or 12 years ago? Am I crazy?
I just came across a picture of Big Dick with a Hitler mustache. That's weird.
Kevin J.K. says, I have a picture of Mike and Matt on my desk at work instead of my wife.
A Mike and Matt screensaver. That is rich. I have a picture of me being carried around by this guy like a giant man baby. Remember that guy?
I'm trying to see the guy. Who is he?
I don't know. He was just a giant man.
Was he an intern?
No.
The giant man that showed up to the show? Giant man.
He was just a giant man that was at an appearance one day, and I decided to jump in his arms. Look at this.
I mean, it's like nothing to him. It's like nothing. That guy's giant. That sign looks like a bumper sticker compared to this guy.
Can you hold that up to a camera?
Oh, I guess I should do that. You and your Kangol hat.
Oh my God. I'll find
Oh, good. I have a picture of myself being carried out of when I did the show at the Ritz. I was being carried out of there as a man baby.
Like, were you
Some big
hammered
or some? No, it's just I was tired.
Okay.
I was like, and we were gonna go celebrate at a bar, and this, I had a big friend of mine, and he just, I jumped into his arm, and he carried me out like a baby, and it felt good. Felt good.
There's something nice about it, right? They've been cradled.
I was like, oh, this is relaxing.
Like, I don't get cradled anymore. Like, nobody's
Nobody's gonna cradle you.
nobody's gonna hold you anymore. Oh man, now I'm going down a picture path. Wow, God, this is a whole different
picture
conversation.
path.
Yeah, just going through my pictures here that popped up. Oh my God, that's a whole other episode. We could go down a giant rabbit hole of those.
Donna's got some great
Oh, here
pictures
it is!
too.
I found it.
You got it.
I found it.
Let me go. We're gonna go on this Donna King.
Hold on, am I really holding it up to the camera? Is it official?
Here.
Are we releasing it?
Oh shit! I think people want it. They'll want the T-shirt.
People demand it.
When we do the T-shirt, is it all? Let's see if it's all it's cracked up to be.
All right, now.
I can't do this.
Don't give him all of it.
It's like a mirror. I'm too stupid to do it. There we go.
You can't prove that's me.
That's the T-shirt.
Look at what a young man you are in that picture.
I know. It's disgusting.
I'm wearing some sort of Argyle sweater. Oh my God.
All right, we'll get to work on that. Send me that picture, and in the greatest resolution as you have it, so I can get that put on a T-shirt ASAP.
You know what's funny is I guarantee you probably still have the same pair of shorts that you have in this picture. And I probably have the same watch and the same pair of jeans.
I can't I've had this shirt forever. I wear the beer T-shirts. Do you remember the beer T-shirts? We got a bunch of free T-shirts, and they're all beers from like back in the day, like in the 60s and 70s when there was all kind of different beers.
Okay.
And I don't even know when that was. We were on Sirius, and I still got them. They hold up great, man. I love T-shirts that you can wear for like 10 years and don't get holes in them and shit.
It's so weird about clothing because I don't know if it's a thing with guys, or I don't know if girls do this too, but I think guys, like, you have just your favorite stuff.
Yeah.
And you can get all this other stuff, and you could have like, I could have a closet full of hats. I'm still coming in here basically every week with this hat because
It's your favorite hat.
it's just it's like familiar to me or something. Same with like shirts and stuff. Like, if there's just a certain like a rotation of my clothing that I go, all right, I'm gonna wear this and this week, and that's just about that's about it. But if somebody gives me something new, I might put it in, but I'll probably
Takes a
slowly
while.
forget about it.
Takes a while to bring it into the fold.
Yeah, and I'll go back to the shirt that's 20 years old. Like, this is the one. Like, this is it.
I have about an 8-shirt rotation, and I sprinkle in other shirts, so it's not just 8 days.
So it's not so obvious.
But the other shirts are just once every 2 or 3.
Yeah, they're getting used.
I've got but I got my favorite shirts. If I'm going out, I've got this shirt.
Is that the shirt? That's one of
This
them.
is my going out. Like
The Five Boroughs New York
I don't know. I
shirt.
just like the shirt. It's comfortable, tight fitting. Shows I've been working out. And shit.
A muscle tee. Well,
I got a Nirvana T-shirt that I like, and a Sublime T-shirt. And those are, if I'm going to a bar, that's what I wear. Those are my favorite shirts.
what if you have to, like, I've got to dress up. I've got to dress up for a creative black tie event.
I have to go buy. I don't have anything.
No, so
I think I have I finally got a suit. I didn't have a suit for years because I didn't go to anything that needed a suit. It was on the Bubba the Lumpman show. We didn't put on a suit for shit. And then there was a wedding, and I had to get a suit, and I got it at the Salvation Army. And then another wedding came
that's
up,
hilarious.
and I was like, well, I got to get a real suit because I think it might have been Trace's wedding when I what do you call it? Not embassy. What do you do? What do you do when you're the wedding guy?
What do you mean the wedding guy?
I was the, I
Like a
married.
father?
I married them.
Oh,
There's a word.
my God,
There's a word for
not a
it.
chaplain.
No, it's just like you're the blanker.
The
whatever.
no. This is we've got to
a-
test our mental capacity here.
God,
All right,
I'm
now
gone.
look. I know chat. We ignore you sometimes, but come through us here. We got to
Officiant.
that what it is?
I was the official. I officialed their wedding.
officiated.
Officiated. That's it.
I'm here to official your
I
wedding.
officialed your wedding. Because I am an ordained minister.
Still?
Under the state of Florida. I believe so. So I can still... I married Weston and Trace. And hopefully one day I'll marry Berlin.
Man, that's like it's almost like the Jesco Whites. Like, I married my son, I married my other son, and one day I hope to marry my daughter. Like, yeah, I get it, but if
One day I hope to marry my granddaughters.
that is pretty cool though.
Oh, I married Erin as well.
Now,
So my niece.
if you're
I've done 3
officiating,
weddings.
if you're officiating the weddings, are you taking it completely serious, or are you?
No. I do both. I try to make it, very respectful, but I try to get some pops from the audience. That's my main goal, is to come up with some things that will make people laugh.
And the people that you're officiating, they are aware that, look, there's going to be some jokes here at this wedding. It might be at somebody's expense. I'm here for laughs.
I don't know. It might not. But people, I've been to, the weddings I go to where the either the guy that's marrying him tells is funny. It makes the wedding so much better, so much better.
I couldn't agree more. But I think that's I don't know. It might put you in a weird spot of being the dad, because then you can't soak in the moment, or maybe you're soaking it in better. I don't know, but like you couldn't.
Yeah, that's true, because I'm having to do that.
Like you can't cry and take it all in, and then also be talking at the same time.
When I marry Berlin, I might cry.
Yeah.
That's not good. Or might be good. I might intentionally cry. If you get a pop.
All about the laughs.
Or maybe she doesn't want me to marry her. We never know. I think she'll probably do it here. She's a sensible girl. We did Trace right here.
Way to do it.
It was so much fun. Just we had a nice little place over there, just on the other side of the house. And Donna made a nice arch with flowers.
See, you got all
good deal.
You got all the makings though, because flowers is usually like the big, one of the major things. So you got that on lock. There's you're at a slight advantage compared to most people. Like I wonder what does the average wedding spend on flowers?
Oh, it's a lot.
Like the average, not a crazy one, and not a simple one. Just
nowadays, most weddings are pretty extravagant. Donna would know better about that.
I'm gonna guess 2,500.
I would say that would be probably a little low.
Donna, is that low?
Oh, is she not out there?
No.
Dang it. We need her expertise.
I know. I need her flower expertise.
I need her expertise. It depends. I mean, if you're having a wedding for, like a couple hundred people, and then you've got the tables, and all the tables have flowers on them and stuff, you're talking thousands of dollars.
It's just, and I get it. I do. I'm not like trying to diminish it, but man, I don't get it. I try to understand it.
I don't get it at all. I'm like, how the parents of the bride are supposed to pay for the wedding.
Oh yeah.
And Berlin, I love her to death, obviously, but she's not getting a $50,000 wedding. She's not getting a $25,000 wedding. She's not getting a $20,000 wedding. She's getting a wedding here, where the flowers are usually Donna's wedding present to the people, because that's that's
an expense. Sure.
It's $1,000. I'm probably giving you $1,000 worth of flowers, or $1,500, $2,000 for nothing. But obviously her cost is less, but that's a good gift. And obviously I'm gonna wear a suit and wear you, and we're gonna have chairs set up, and we're gonna have all this stuff, and PA system. But I'm not paying $20,000 for a wedding. That's a stupid ass shit, in my opinion.
How defeated are you gonna feel if you go to put on a suit and it doesn't fit anymore? You're going, oh no, because you're not a vain guy. Vain is not the word.
I think I'm a little vain.
Well, I wouldn't say vain. In this scenario, I think that you like to have the same body shape and body type that you've had for the last X amount of years, right? You just don't want to see a huge physical change on you.
That's true. That's you got it. You
don't want your body to diminish. You don't want to see you're just
trying to keep it
keeping it tight.
I'm trying to maintain.
Yeah, trying to maintain.
Just trying to maintain.
So when you put the suit on, let's say you had to wear the same suit, and I know this feeling. You put the suit on, you go, oh, damn, dude, that's not good. Now I got to go get another suit.
Yeah. It hasn't happened to me in a long time. And I'm pretty much the same. There's at one point that I gained a few pounds. But other than that, I just stay the same. And now I'm back to, even though I hurt my knee, so I wasn't doing anything. And I did notice I gained a couple pounds. So I just started swimming again, and I just swim.
Man, I shed off Fed weight when that whole thing was going on. I mean, you did what? You what? I shed off. I call it Fed weight. It's I don't want to say the acronym, the fibbies.
I'm dense.
Okay.
Oh, I got you.
Oh my God, I shed off weight. I dropped.
Good diet plan. It's the silver lining, man. Silver lining.
Oh yeah, 30 pounds in like a short, brief period of time, if not more. And I was like, I just wasn't eating. I was like, you eat
Stress
this,
is a killer.
Oh,
Stress
dude.
is a killer.
It really is. And even one of the guys I was talking to at the time goes, "Oh yeah, that's just stress weight." I'm going, that's not good. That's not healthy.
I don't think it's healthy at all.
I wish I could get back there, but yeah, not fun.
Ned's Navy says $50,000 down payment on a home seems to make way more sense.
I agree.
If I had the money, like I could just throw around $50K,
I still wouldn't.
but I would say, and my daughter was like, I want a $50,000 wedding. I'll say, look, I'll give you a $50,000 down payment on a house, but I'm not spending $50K on the wedding.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just,
There's principle behind it.
I tried to raise my kids to be practical. And if they're going to be like not practical, I'm not going to say, all right, well, she wants it $50,000. We better go, pawn your wedding ring. Well, her wedding ring's only $100. But
Well, okay, take it back to even. All right, I'm gonna lose my man card again. But I've watched shows on like TLC or these dumb like wedding shows, right? And the Bridezillas of the world are out there, and the lady's like, I'm having a $50,000 wedding, and they're sipping, and she's sipping wine, and she's living in a 1-bedroom apartment with her soon-to-be husband, but they're going into debt and they're spending $50,000 on a wedding, and I'm going, you're living in a 1-bedroom apartment. That's like 5 years of rent, right? Even if you're going to stay in the 1-bedroom apartment, say stay there. That's like, what are you doing? Like, what are you thinking? Like, there's not like a future sort of mindset going on. And furthermore, I know you took the private school route, right? With education.
I wasn't really a big proponent of that, but Donna said that was the only way Trace was going to stay out of jail. And I went, okay.
Totally get it. And I'm not, but.
And he did, he stayed out of jail.
But I look at it now, and my family like told me, they're like, my wife was like, look, private school, like, if it's $20,000 a year or whatever it is, let's just say you kept him.
It wasn't bad. Back then it wasn't. But
whatever.
I mean, it may be now. It was a lot.
Yeah, whatever it would be, even if it's $10,000 a year, right?
Too much.
And yeah, it's like, okay, public school or private school, and I get the argument to both. Don't get me wrong. Like, I understand it.
Yeah.
But let's say that you have a child that can be okay in a public school setting and be all right with that, and you take that $10,000, you go, all right, you can be in school for 10 years. And you were to actually map it out and put that $10,000 a year aside, and after it's $100,000, and then upon graduation or when they get their lifestyle or whatever, you're going, hey, great, here's $100,000. Instead, you took, if you think back and you go, oh my God, I spent, $100,000, like $10,000 a year for them to go to a private school in 3rd grade or whatever. Like, I don't know, it would kind of maybe eat me alive a little bit, where it's like. Where are you going, Mike? Mike, where are you going, Mike?
I'm getting eaten alive right now.
I don't mean it like it's all revisionist history.
Look, Donna and I,
but does that make sense?
We both look back and go,
because when you're in the moment, it's probably a much different scenario.
I wasn't always quite as, evolved as I am now. I was kind of going with, well, you got to get them at a good school and blah, good grade. And it's like,
which there's
so they can go to college. It's like,
but there's a totally good argument for that too. That's the problem. I mean,
if look, the only people that should go to private schools and allegedly get a better education is people who have aspirations to be certain
doctor,
things.
lawyer, architect.
I want to go to Northwestern. I want to go to MIT. I want to go to Yale. You want to do that. The average kid, fine.
I know.
Trace would have been great at a more of a technical school.
Yeah.
He's really good at that kind of thing.
But isn't it? It's just a weird thing. Like I know somebody, and they've got 4 kids in private school, and I think they pay around $25,000.
That's crazy. See,
you're talking about $100,000 a year for a second grader, a third grader, like I get public school can be bad. I get it. I understand it. But is it $25,000 a year bad?
Like like you said, it doesn't matter if it's bad. If you save that $25K for each kid from the second grade to that's a million.
That's a crazy amount of
what's
money.
that, 10 times 20. It's $250,000,
Right?
and they don't. They can.
And they don't-
They can go take some courses if they want.
Yeah,
but they're rich.
Was their second grade experience that much better than the public school system or not? I don't know. I don't have an answer to it. I don't know. Maybe it is.
Maybe in the very near future it is,
Maybe. Yeah.
because it's it's the nature of the beast.
Times are a changing.
The kids are insufferable. They don't want to learn because they're used to being on their phones all day long. It's got to be a nightmare to be a teacher.
Oh my God. I was looking at this. There was a news story yesterday, and I don't remember the kid's name or the exact specifics about it. But while we're on the topic, I'm just like thinking back, and this kid, I think he had some learning disabilities, but the teachers had like held him in class, or like I don't think they handcuffed him to his desk or the room, but they kind of like pretty much kept him there for whatever it was, right? And the mom is suing the school system, all the hits, right? All the good stuff, the mental anguish, et cetera, et cetera.
Is this a recent case?
Yes.
'Cause I saw that. I saw that on the news.
And the teachers have been charged with like false imprisonment.
They got arrested.
Right? And I'm looking at this case and I'm going, I'm seeing both sides of it, right? I'm in the gray. I get if I was the mom, I would be bent out of shape that my kid who maybe has some learning disabilities was treated like that, whatever happened. And if I'm the teacher, I'm getting where they're coming from, because it's like, God damn, dude, just sit in your seat. Like, why are you being such a pain in the, like, and I don't think the teachers went to school that day and left going, man, today I'm going to get charged with false imprisonment for what I did. Like, I don't think that was the intent. I don't think
shit
just spins out of control.
And I don't think the intent was that little son of a bitch. I'm gonna
Right.
tie him up. They're like at their wits' end.
Yes, because they've been dealing with a lot, I'm sure. And I almost, I get suing the school system because that's just what people do. I get it. Maybe there's some policy changes and things that need to change. But if I was the teacher, and I got charged with the false imprisonment, I would just like make an impassioned plea to the mom and go, look, I'm sorry. I didn't know this was going to go.
I don't think the mom's seeing dollar signs.
You think?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because she knows her child is out of control. I guarantee she's probably, at home, she probably locks him in his room because he's out of control. I don't think these women, it's not one woman, two teachers.
Was it two teachers?
I believe it was two teachers conspired to tie him to a chair and took turns sitting there, because otherwise he'd been rampaging, he'd been wilding all over the playground, knocking kids' teeth out.
Conspiring is always a funny word too, because it's like you could talk to someone and be like, hey, is this kid a pain in the ass? And be like, yeah, kid's a pain in the ass. And they're like, oh, that's a conspiracy. You guys conspired to...
And which it is.
It's like, it is, but it's not. It's just us chatting about this kid being a pain in the ass. Like,
Conspire's got a bad rap.
it does. It sure does.
Two people, like-minded people getting together and making a plan is what it is.
Almost conspiring. I get the nature of it, but it doesn't feel like it. Like when you hear conspire, you think like, oh wow, this is crazy. Like like racketeering is another one. Racketeering, it's like the universal one. Like, we got him on racketeering. It's like, because that's the go-to. Like that's like sort of a universal easy one to try to like stick on it.
And it's kind of like something that everybody's like, oh, they got him on racketeering, but nobody knows what it means.
Yeah. So there's a group of them. Yeah, but they're doing a thing together.
And then you Google racketeering and you try to figure it out, and you're like,
What do you think racket? I'm gonna Google racketeer. What do you think it is? Because to this day,
I could. It's when I don't know, when a bunch of people get together and
they racketeer
in different states to try to coordinate criminal activity. I have no idea.
That sounds like a pretty good guess to me.
Racketeering.
All right, so Here's what it is. Now, how broad is this, right?
Okay.
And keep in mind the feds love the old racketeering charge, right? Tale as old as time. Racketeering is a pattern of illegal activities that are carried out to make a profit, often by multiple people.
That's pretty much a lot of. I mean, that's almost
It's a big bucket, right?
big bucket.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's like when I saw the Diddy thing, and I think he got charged with racketeering. And I'm like, okay, sex trafficking, that's one thing. He's got a lot of stuff going on, but then they're like, and racketeering. It's like, all right, okay, I don't know.
That's just the.
You got to put that one in the
Yeah,
mix.
'cause it sounds good. So, people they go, oh, got Diddy for racketeering. Nobody knows what the hell anybody's talking about.
Racketeering. What was in the conspiracy? What? Yeah. But either way, the teachers. I don't know if I feel bad for the teachers or not. But I don't think they had the intent of going. Today we're gonna falsely imprison a child.
I think that had to be pretty bad. Don't you think so?
Maybe,
They were at
maybe.
their wits' end. It has to be. You don't just walk out and go, well, this kid's bad. I'm going to tie him to a chair on the ground. I don't think that. I think that was probably like the 30th time at recess. They're like, what are we going to do?
I'm gonna tie this kid to the chair.
Yeah.
That sounds like a conspiracy.
Going to take turns. And now it's racketeering.
Yeah. Like, what? Well, we can't just talk shit with one another. That's now a conspiracy. Can't talk shit.
Yeah, so I can imagine. I like coaching. I used to substitute teach, and I like coaching. I like.
You know, if you talk to your assistant coach about this kid, that's a conspiracy.
because it's racketeering.
Sorry, go ahead. You're saying you enjoy
I
coaching.
really enjoy working with kids and trying to make them better, give them confidence. But sometimes I think of, man, I don't have a degree in education, but I could probably be a teacher right now because they'll take anybody. They don't have any, they're like 6,000 teachers short. I guess I could just walk in and say, I got a degree. And they're like, oh, you're hired. But it's like, oh, savages. I think that back when I was substituting, the kids were savages. And I can't even imagine how it is now.
If you were to teach a grade, kindergarten through 12,
It's a good one.
which one would you take? And think about this thoroughly. Elementary school, they're not dicks yet, but they can be. Middle school,
Oh, no.
that's a rough one.
I substitute taught one time in middle school, and I refused every other assignment after that because those kids were savages. I was like screaming at them. They couldn't give a shit that I was an adult in the room. They were just couldn't care less, those middle school mother effers.
I'm writing down mine. What do you?
I know mine.
Okay, so if you're going to teach a grade, K through 12, like legit for a year, be a teacher, what grade you picking?
I'm picking 3rd or 4th grade.
Such pains in the. They
Yeah,
can be little
but
monsters.
you can mold them. You can help them more. They're moldable. You can build them up.
You've convinced me. I'm changing my answer.
What would yours
I
be?
wrote down 11th, but only because they're they're on the path to graduation. They haven't entirely checked out yet, and they've made it to 11th grade. So at least they're kind of on a path. But yeah, I don't know.
See, I think.
That could be bad too, because they could be. I don't.
But
I
okay,
don't know.
so if you're if I'm a 3rd grade teacher, and I can talk to my students and my female students, and really care about them and try to build them up. When you're in 11th grade, you don't really want to talk to your female students at all.
It can go badly for
I
you.
mean, yeah, there's no good. Just.
We
you
just
know,
have to do it
how
in the
in-depth do
presence
you
of
wanna
like
get-
2 people.
How in depth do you want to get with the 16-year-old girl, in your class?
Not at all.
So that's, unfortunately, but
Yeah, see, that's part of the caveat too. Is I think when I think about a teacher, it's like, look, if you want to talk to me after class, it ain't happening. Like I'm here, like these are the school hours. This is your class time. That's it. Like if they want if you want tutoring or like go see.
Mr. Matt, I just had some problems at home.
Great.
How do I-
Sorry to hear it. Take care.
My dad, Matt, Mr. Matt.
No
Mr.
way.
Matt.
No. I don't know. I as soon as school started this year, just with kids in general, you watch the news of like day one. It's like school shooting, and I'm like going, oh boy.
Did you see the thing where there's, and I think was it Volusia County? I can't remember, where they'd had like 53 fake incidents, reports of so that the cop, all he did was go around, he's like, all day long, all the cops have been doing is searching schools because of 53 fake reports. And he's like, I'm going to perp walk your kid.
I did see that.
And then he
yeah.
perp walked the first kid that did it.
Yep. So, did that kid do them all, or was that kid?
No, he just did one.
So
He had a kill list and he had a bunch of weapons. And he's 11. And you see his mugshot, and you will never see an 11-year-old's mugshot. They don't
Yeah,
do
that's
that.
true.
And he was right there. And you're like,
how are they
"Ooh."
able to do that? Then?
I don't know if it's a law or if they're just like saying
Out
that
of like courtesy.
courtesy, and it's not right. But boy, he didn't hesitate to put that kid's mugshot up there. 11 years old. That's what you got to do. See, here's how you know everything is fake and everything is bullshit. If you want to stop school shootings, it's like completely simple. You don't put these people's pictures and names out there. That's what they want. Many of them have
See,
stated
I thought
they're
school
looking
shooters
for
wanted to kill their enemies.
no, they're looking for some kind of fame, for infamy, even if it's posthumous. You take away showing the pictures and putting their names and their stories out there, you're going to eliminate half the school shootings immediately.
You know what's weird? Sometimes, and I hear where you're coming from, and it's odd to me. I'll watch news stations and I'll flip around, so it's not like a one broadcast network versus the other, but it's like case dependent. Like one shooting, they'll name the shooter like 9,000 times, and then the next one they're like the shooter who we won't name because we don't want to shed light. Like they make.
I've never heard that though. I've never heard that.
Oh, I have. I see them like shifting the rules season by season, and like it's like Kentucky windage. It's like, what is the temperature of the public today? Should we start naming the shooter again, or should we not name the shooter?
Because if you look at the school shootings, they'll have the pictures of almost every kid that has done a large school shooting in the last several years, and that's the problem. These kids that we get, it's you can believe however you want on guns, but we got a big mental health crisis in this country. These kids are. You don't go shoot up a school because you got a gun. You shoot up a school because you're a lunatic.
All right,
You're a fucking lunatic.
that, and I mean, there were guns all along, and back in the day, at least from what I imagine, I can't imagine back in the day the old school dads had their guns locked in safes, right? They had a cabinet of shotguns and rifles, and you could open it up and you could, cock it back and fire off.
Yep.
So why wasn't there? And maybe there was, and maybe it wasn't important. I don't know. But it doesn't feel like there was as many school shootings, probably 40 years ago.
I don't think there were. I mean, there were a couple of mass shootings, like the Bell Tower guy in the 70s.
Yep.
It was really, really. There were no school shootings. There weren't. Columbine was really like the first one.
That's a good point. That's the first one I can sort of recall of going, okay,
It's a new thing.
That's the one that stuck out.
It's a thing. It wasn't a thing before. And like you said, there was gun cabinets all over the country. And then all of a sudden it was a thing. And I think it's because...
Then they blamed Marilyn Manson for a minute, right?
Yeah, Marilyn Manson.
You gonna blame that guy? That thing? That's the guy responsible? You're gonna put it all on him?
How pathetic are you if that's the guy?
Marilyn Manson's like, I'm just a rapey trying to wear some makeup. Like, I'm not into the school shooting thing.
I'm just trying to... I got a gimmick going on. I just got a gimmick going on.
Don't ruin my gimmick.
Just a fucking gimmick. Quit being so gullible, you little piece of shit.
Oh man, I love when they put stuff on music. Back in the day, and then they would, if you play this record backwards, it says this. Like, you think Do you think the musicians, honestly, were that savvy? Were they that ahead of their time of going, oh, we're going to write this lyric so that when somebody plays it backwards, it's going to say that? I just can't see that happening. I don't think even Ozzy at his prime doesn't seem like the mental specimen to be capable of writing lyrics frontwards and backwards.
Have you ever heard any of that shit reversed? It's like,
I remember hearing one of it.
It's
Like,
not. It's like I could kind of see how it says.
you're really reading deep into
You
it.
got to really. It's not something that you're like, oh my god, go kill your parents, and it's not that at all. I was like, yeah.
But then they'd take the vinyl, they'd spin the record a little fast, and if you listen to it faster, then
It's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
They probably did. But then they used it to sell records. That would be they're not really Satanists.
no. And in fact,
It's just a gimmick to maybe
which is kind of disappointing. To be fair, it's
Man, you gotta sell them records. Man.
well, I liked the era of mystery around musicians. There was a certain sort of cool factor around that. And then the time that sticks out in my head would be seeing James Hetfield from Metallica outside of the Gucci shop or whatever with his fancy bags and his golf shorts and his flip flops. And I'm going, oh man, like it's, you mean he doesn't wear black leather everywhere he goes?
Doesn't.
Like the cape got ripped off, you know? I kind of like they're having a little mystery to
He
it.
doesn't say, "I'll take that watch."
10,000, no problem. Yeah, it's a
they're-
whole nother conversation.
Everybody's fake. Not except at the Hang. We're real. And by the way, you know how real we are? We're
How
the number
real?
one podcast
In the world.
in the world. The number one podcast in Tampa Bay, as said so by who? Creative Loafing? Or the Creative Loafing?
Yes, which I don't even know what that means. I don't even know creative loafing. Like
It was a mag. It was a. Were you ever around when it was an actual paper publication?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing some things. Are we going? So do we do the Hang next week or do we go to the event? What are we gonna do?
I thought maybe we could ask the chat. Should we go? See, like I said,
Well, if you ask the chat, they're gonna-
Goprapi Aesopi.
Okay.
Goprapi Aesopi. The pop.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to do that.
So you think it's a work?
I might. It's a business.
Yeah.
It's not even a work. That's how. Probably. Yeah. So I don't.
So we go. Does Donna want to go?
I don't. I might have to do a welfare check on her because she's usually right out there, and she doesn't do a lot of hanging out in the other part of the house.
Is she okay?
I have to go check. And she might just be. I don't know. She was out there. She might be taking a shower. I
Maybe
don't
we
know.
talk about it in the VIP.
Talk
But
about it in the VIP.
but if anybody has any input on chat, by all means. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I feel like going or don't feel like going.
I'm torn as well. I mean, if I was gonna.
I could just
I was gonna wop I napa and a wop a rop dop.
what?
Fop I rop sop top. Pop lop a soppy. Fop I rop sop top. Pop lop a soppy. I can't believe I know op better than you.
You're just going a little fast for her right now, Mike.
Fop I rop sop top.
Yeah.
Pop lop a sop e.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about
That's the only way to go. It's
sop
like,
mop op copy. Followed by Rob Top Sop.
maybe it's way easier to say it than it is to read.
A little dose of your own medicine there,
think
huh?
so. I think
yeah,
so.
Yeah. I mean, if you were to sop mop op copy, fought by Rob Sop Top, then you'd probably be gop double op dop. So stupid. It's so stupid.
Yeah, it's stupid.
So
It's
stupid.
stupid.
It's so stupid.
But thanks for voting for us. because we're the number one podcast in Tampa Bay, and we're just deciding whether we want to pick up our award or not live.
Number one, pop, op, dop, cop, a sop top.
We got that one, but you did it nice and slow.
Thank you. Yes, everybody's in on the secret now.
Oh, way to go! We blew it as usual. I blew it. And the long con is no more.
It is fun.
Coming up on the VIP, the OT, the revealing only to you though of the Ned Thirst Trap, because I don't know. Did we talk before about if you cheer the most bits to Ned every Friday, you get the Dick Licker of the Week award? Did we talk about that?
You mentioned it, and you showed me a picture which was not available to the.
Yes, but now you can have that option, or you can get the Ned Thirst Trap.
So I don't know about that one. So this
it's only and so you can't share the Ned Thirst Trap.
Okay.
It's manly dudes want to see other manly dudes like without their shirts on, like with holding axes and stuff, right? It's a good marketing ploy, right?
Okay, sure, yeah, I'll go with it for the sake of the conversation. Sure.
A terrible marketer. Ridiculous. I just can't help. I like to be absurd. I like absurdities, and we'll see you. Thanks for tuning in to The Hang. We appreciate it.
We may or may not be here next week. If we're not here, it's because we're accepting the best podcast in the world award. If we are here, it's because we didn't feel like accepting the best podcast in the world award.
Exactly.
We felt like entertaining instead.
Yeah, we'd rather just. It's just way more fun to do this, and it's cheaper.
Yeah.
White trash mojitos and some Coors Lights. All right, thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow morning for Cluster F. I was so busy today. I have nothing prepared for tomorrow. Make sure you tune in. All right, everybody, have a great one.
See you.
Take care. Meet and greet November 16th. Joe Whiskies.